guys, how's it going? It is Monday, the 14th of October 2019, and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright. It's Monday, guys, isn't it? Oh, dear me. What did you do at the weekend? Did you do anything nice? I did nothing at the weekend. Well, I did a little bit, which, you know, you can go and watch what I did. It was so exciting. Honestly, I've got another YouTube channel. Go and have a look. youtube.com/Duncan Oldham. Go and have a look. And, yeah, it was riveting. Yeah, but go over there and subscribe anyway, because I want your support over there. So what I was going to do is just like have a look and see what's in the news. Obviously, with the international break is taking place at the moment, hence why the weekend was riveting. And I haven't watched a single international game. I'm not interested. I just want to get to Manchester United at the weekend. That's all I'm bothered about. I just want the real football to return. I like my weekends of watching the football programmes that I enjoy. I've got that routine, and it's thrown out of the window when there is no proper football. So, have you watched any international games? Let me know in the comment section. And if so, what did you think? And what did you think of the Liverpool players that were involved? Go on, try and get me semi-interested. So today I'm going to talk to you about James Milner. There is a little bit about him on the offal, which was a name that we nicknamed the official Liverpool FC website back in the day. It was called the offal. 20 years ago, we didn't even have an official Liverpool FC website when I started KopTalk. And to be honest, that was one of the things that, you know, supporters back then used to complain about. You know, like we talk about FSG today and how advanced we are in terms of marketing and, these corporate arrangements and deals, and just they're very good, aren't they now? There's no doubt about it. When I say they, I mean the club. You know, the club is exceptionally, right up there now in terms of marketing and promotion. Well, if you look back to how things have changed, we used to say that the old Liverpool board back in the day under David Moyes, which isn't a criticism of David Moyes, because I love David Moyes, but they didn't, it was just like the typical old boys, boardroom. You could just imagine them sat there with a little gin or whiskey or something in a pipe or a cigar, chuntering away. And back at a time when other clubs were like advancing, Liverpool Football Club didn't even have a website. Do you know what I mean? And we, back in the day, like I say, back in the 90s, us supporters that were online during the early days of the internet, when it really took off, publicly, when you had to pay to get online and that, we used to say, do you know what? It's just typical of our club how we don't even have an official website. Do you know what I mean? And when it did eventually appear, it was called the offal. It was known as the offal. And, so it's kind of stuck. So I'm just telling you a little story there about back in the day. It was good back then. It was good times on the internets back then. There weren't all these trolls and plebs online, because you had to pay to get online, and you had to pay 10 or 15 quid a month or whatever to be online, and then you had to pay per minute to be online. It was incredible how things have changed. But it was certainly a good time, and I really enjoyed it. And let me know if you were one of the original back then. Yeah? In fact, if you go to KopTalk.com and click on the About page, the About link, which is up the top right somewhere, I think, it will explain how KopTalk was created, how it came about, how it used to be a mailing list, how I created the Liverpool FC news group on Usenet and things like that. And then it became this transition into a website. And when the KopTalk first started, I had no idea what FTP meant, or what a domain name was or anything. So I was all self-taught. And it was a good time back then, guys. Take a look. And anyway, I'm waffling on. You know what I'm like for waffling. But we're all family and friends here, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I get people drop into the comments and go, your videos are too long. It's like, well, just tough shit, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? YouTube says try and keep your videos to 3 minutes. It's like, well, what do you think I'm trying to do? Emulate my sex life? Fuck right off. I'll talk as long as I want. If you don't like it, you can fuck right off. Right, James Milner. I'm still learning every day. This is on the offal. You see the offal guy? That's what we used to... did you think I was going to tell you again? There's a little bit about him on the official LFC website. And he's basically... He's going on... Let's have a look. It's 33 now, as we know. I think he turns 34 in January. Let me have a look. I need to keep you guys informed. I know you absolutely rely on me for my wealth of knowledge. 33, yes, he turns 34 on the 4th of January, and He says he still sees every day as a learning opportunity. He says, I think I've been fortunate enough to be playing a long time and played with some great players and under some great managers, but every single day you go out on that field, you can learn something. Maybe my role's a bit more about helping the younger guys now as well, which I like to hear that. But I can learn from my teammates. I can learn from the manager. You've always got to try to improve as much as you can. So I'll go into every training session every day with that mindset that you never know anything. With that mindset that you never know anything. Should that not be everything? Anyway, I'm sure the manager's learned things and he's been in football a lot longer than me. I think if you've got the mindset where you think that you know everything, that's right now, you're going to be struggling. Blah, blah, blah. Jurgen Klopp described Milner as Mr. Professional last month in recognition of the number 7's enduring quality and commitment. Blah, blah, blah. Milner said the biggest thing with the manager is that what you see is what you get. Yeah, an absolute nutcase, and I love Jurgen Klopp, mate. He didn't say that. It was me saying that. He doesn't have one front for the cameras, and then he's completely different with the players. He's honest with the players, and he lives every minute of it. He's on the side, and he's bouncing around. He wants to be out there. That energy's big for us when we're down. Talking of bouncing around, someone put in the comment section the other day. They said this guy, me, right, is clearly off his head on coke. What? What? Yeah, fucking what? Coke. Diet Coke, yeah, that's all I drink all fucking day long. Do you know what I mean? Diet Coke, yes, but Coke, as in Coke. I've never done drugs in my life, you fucking moron. Ever. Honestly, guys, I don't care if you do it, that's your choice. But I'm happy enough without having to resort to that shite, that is for sure. And I'd be the unlucky one that tried it and fucking keeled over. Do you know what I'm saying? Struggled to get a paracetamol down me. Cheeky motherfucker. Not having that, guys. I'm not having that. It's stuck in my mind all weekend. But do you know what I did? Do you know what I did? Blocked the cunt. Blocked him. Yeah. Hide this user's comments from this channel. Oh, I fucking did. That's what I do with them all the time, guys. I do. See, do I look like I'm on coke now? Maybe fucking so, but I'm not. Do you know what I'm saying? I like hiding users' comments, because then when they post a comment in the future, they think you can see it, but they can't. They're talking to the fucking selves. You know what I'm saying? Cheeky motherfucker. Diet Coke, maybe, but Coke, definitely not. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not a druggie, never have been. And I don't mean to say that in a detrimental and awful way. If you like guys like a little bit, ganja or whatever, that's up to you guys, that's fine. But not me, you know what I'm saying? I'm mental enough as it is, clearly, without the need of any drugs to psych me up or relax me. Anyway, Milner says he seems to judge it right when to put an arm around the shoulder after a game. If we haven't played well or something, he knows what to say at half-time, or if you need a rocket, he'll give you that as well. He seems to judge those situations very well. And I must say, guys, James Milner, I really like the guy. I know he's not like, that sort of, exciting player. Well, obviously boring James Milner, but I actually think if you watch him, he's actually very funny if you watch any of his social media stuff. I think that we need to get this boy tied down to a new contract. I'm very disappointed at the club. I've not given him one yet. Contract, another year or something. I know he's going to be 34, but like he says in there, he likes to advise the kids or educate the kids a little bit. Even if he wasn't playing, he would be worth having around the club for another year. So, what are we waiting for? Come on, guys. I know he turns 34 in the new year, but it doesn't matter. Give him his contract. He wants to stay with us. He's been an absolute saviour for Liverpool Football Club, and I really like him. And, I'm told that he wants to go back to Leeds United if he has to leave, all right? Now, from memory, guys, he didn't play the majority of his football at Leeds. Some people probably wouldn't even associate him with Leeds United. But he's a Leeds United fan. He started at their academy when he was 10, I think. I think he only played maybe 50 times for them in the league or something like that. But as a suggestion, or the rumour is, or whatever you want to call it, is that if he has to leave Liverpool Football Club, he'd like to finish his career at Leeds United, where he started his career. And where he's a fan. And they'd love to have him back. But I want him to stay with us, right? And the main reason for making this video was, it's nice to hear what he's got to say about still learning, etc. But I want to know what you guys think. Well, why are we waiting? Do you know what I mean? What are we waiting for? The club can turn around and say, well, we've got other big deals to sort out and tie down first. Absolutely. I don't dispute that for one moment. However, how long would contract negotiations take with James Milner? 5 fucking minutes. Seriously. 5 minutes. The lad would just be like, just give me it, sign it, I want to stay. So sort it out. You know what I mean? Sort it out. I've seen so many interviews from him saying, well, I've not heard anything yet, I want to stay. And I just think, man, bless him. Give him the contract, for God's sake, man. Yeah? Give him the contract. I'm sure it'll come. But I like him. He's versatile. He's all right. He's all right, is James. And I'd be quite happy to see him sat on bench picking up wages for another year. Even if he didn't play, I've just dropped something. What did I drop? I was playing with something. Oh, it's one of them... what is it? It's the dog down here, if you can hear anything. I'm not that fucking lucky. I'll leave it to the... It's one of them little SIM popper things that you put in a phone. Do you know what I mean? Right, I'm off. That's it. So, dkb.tv has been updated. Check out my personal YouTube channel, youtube.com/Duncan Oldham. See what I've been up to at the weekend during the international break. Oh, highly exciting stuff. The podcast, KopTalk and Dunk Knows Best are available on Spotify and iTunes. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, at Duncan Oldham. Let's just, we need to communicate for a few days until this international break's over. Come, just do me head in, guys. Do me head in. And let me know if you've watched any. Games. Is there anything that I should know? I don't think so. Me personally, I might record a KopTalk podcast episode today if there's something to talk about. All right, we'll see. But I do want your emails if you're going to take part in the podcast. Podcast@koptalk.com. Tell me your LFC your views, your opinions, your questions, because your emails make the podcast a lot more enjoyable than just listening to my views. I mean, who gives a shit what I've got to say? Do you know what I mean? I want to see what you've got to say. So, right, I'm off. All right, guys, I love you and I leave you, and I'll speak to you real soon, I hope. All right. Give him his fucking contract.